they don't care. All matters to them is their Jesus. Whatever they are using the name of Jesus to do, and I have been suppressing all my posts and hiding them, and just to discourage us. For the fact what we're doing is right. We are not going to retreat. We are not going to back down. It doesn't matter how much they suppress us. All they are doing is just to discourage us to abandon this, because they know that, will I say, if I'm allowed to say this, they know that black people and Africans, they don't have this mind of a mental toughness. They started the project, they never finish it. Every little thing they forget. 15 seconds, not 15 minutes, like our brother Mazi says on Radio Biafra. Black people and our people are less than 15 seconds memory. They don't retain memories, they don't look back, they don't keep histories. IPOB, led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has been the one that have ignited, the corner in Africa now. If not, you would have asked, how long does it take Africa to realize what is happening? Why is it too long that after we have been taken as slaves, after we have been captured and dehumanized across the globe, and it's only now they are realizing it? Why did it take them that so much long? And we have been here for over 10 years trying to inform and educate African youth and educate our people. It's only now they start realizing what is going on. Why does that take them too long? When people who dehumanize you, who killed you, who adopted, who rape, who pillage, who destroy our system, who destroy our identity, who take us as slave, who meted us all kinds of inhuman treatment, and brought this killer religion, Christianity, that is caging us now and decimating our continent, completely. Go to social media and see what religion, the foreign religion, is doing to our people. Just take a look. Just take a look on the social media. Some of you who are not on ground, and see what this foreign religion is doing to our people. It's an eyesore. And the worst part of it, these fools, these agents that are being employed by the Westerners, are videoing this and putting it on the social media in the name of they are trying to prove that they are doing miracle to free their fellow black man in the name of Jesus. But having said this, I have a few things that I want us to talk about, very, very important. We are not going to abandon our own. We are not going to ignore what is happening to us as a race, because I have said to our people several times that our race is under siege. Our space, not even only our race, our space is on a serious siege. And our people are not seeing it. They never believe us. For over 10 years, we've come here, talked to our people, informed them. They call us names, they bully us. Fake people all over the place. They think they are following you, and they think that they are supporting what we are doing. Every little thing, they can betray you at the cost of somebody's issue, somebody's concern. They will dump you. They will say, let there be a war all over the place. That's how you know some of them. When something, little thing happen, they will join the enemy immediately. You will ask yourself, is these people are not people who are, shouting and calling you, ride on, we are with you, brother, we are with you, it's a comrade, ride on. And when something happens, you will be seeing their reactions, how they quickly switch over. That is demonic thing that made them to sell their own brothers as a slave, for another man to use them as a guinea pig, to farm, to harvest their organ, to rape them. They don't care. All matters to them is hiding them, just to discourage us. For the fact what we're doing is, right. We are not going to retreat. We are not going to back down. It doesn't matter how much they suppress us. All they are doing is just to discourage us to abandon this, because they know that, will I say, if I'm allowed to say this, they know that black people and Africans, They don't have this mind of a mental toughness. They started the project, they never finish it. Every little thing they forget. 15 seconds, not 15 minutes, like our brother Mazi says on Radio Biafra. Black people and our people are less than 15 seconds memory. They don't retain memories, they don't look back, they don't keep histories. IPOB, led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has been the one that have ignited, the corner in Africa now. If not, you would have asked, how long does it take Africa to realize what is happening? Why is it too long that after we have been taken as slaves, after we have been captured and dehumanized across the globe, and it's only now they are realizing it? Why did it take them that so much long? And we have been here for over 10 years trying to inform and educate African youth and educate our people. It's only now they start realizing what is going on. Why does that take them too long? When people who dehumanize you, who killed you, who adopted, who rape, who pillage, who destroy our system, who destroy our identity, who take us as slave, who meted us all kinds of inhuman treatment, and brought this killer religion, Christianity, that is caging us now and decimating our continent, completely. Go to social media and see what religion, the foreign religion, is doing to our people. Just take a look. Just take a look on the social media. Some of you who are not on ground, and see what this foreign religion is doing to our people. It's an eyesore. And the worst part of it, these fools, these agents that are being employed by the Westerners, are videoing this and putting it on the social media in the name of they are trying to prove that they are doing miracle to free their fellow black man in the name of Jesus. But having said this, I have a few things that I want us to talk about, very, very important. We are not going to abandon our own. We are not going to ignore what is happening to us as a race. Because I have said to our people several times that our race is under siege. Our space, not even only our race, our space is on a serious siege. And our people are not seeing it. They never believe us. For over 10 years, we've come here, talked to our people, informed them. They call us names, they bully us. Fake people all over the place. They think they are following you, and they think that they are supporting what we are doing. Every little thing, they can betray you at the cost of somebody's issue, somebody's concern. They will dump you. They will say, let there be a war all over the place. That's how you know some of them. When something, little thing happens, they will join the enemy immediately. You will ask yourself, is these people are not people who are, shouting and calling you, ride on, we are with you, brother, we are with you, it's a comrade, ride on. And when something happens, you will be seeing their reactions, how they quickly switch over. That demonic thing that made them to sell their own brothers as a slave, for another man to use them as a guinea pig, to farm, to harvest their organ, to rape them. They don't care. All matters to them is their Jesus. Whatever they are using the name of Jesus to do against their own people, their own race, it doesn't bother them. But they will cry for injustice for another race, another person. But they will never have that boldness to call the injustice against what is happening to their own kind and race. That is the mess we found ourselves in. That is the situation we find ourselves in sometimes. And I keep asking Chukwukika to give us more strength to continue this. Because by our own strength, by our own might, we can't do it. If Chukwukika don't give us strength, we can't. Because what we are seeing in our people sometimes is very, very disturbing and appalling. It's very, very disturbing. Even with those who have been here in the Western world, who has been living in Europe, who have been living in America, in Asia, they will never see beyond their nose. You'll be asking, what you are trying to indoctrinate our people into, is it what is you are practicing? Is it what the way you're seeing it, where you reside in America, where you reside in Europe, where you reside in United Kingdom? Is it the kind of thing you're seeing there? Is it the kind of teachings they are giving to their people? Is it the kind of bringing our women, nakeding them before the church congregation? Is it the way they are lifting our young youth, smashing them on the ground? Is it the way that we are telling people to lift your phone up, money that you did not work for will enter on the phone? This is the question I'm asking some of our people who are watching, who may come across this video, who will be supporting this foreign religion that have destroyed our race. Is it the way it is in your area where you live? When we don't have road, we don't have water, we don't have electricity, we don't have schools, we don't have pipe-borne water, we don't have education, nothing. I am asking you, is it some of you who are supporting this miracle men of the Bible? Where do you see such thing being practiced by the people who are hosting you in the country where you reside? The whole rest now have moved on. Maybe some of you who just luckily find yourself in UK. Some of you who luckily find yourself in America. Some of you who find yourself in China probably have never traveled outside that particular place you're lucky to find yourself. That's why you're seeing yourself that you have arrived. When you travel, you see that the world have moved on, and then you will look back home where you come from. And you will understand the mess we are in. We try to come on social media to educate our people. We are not content creators. We are not here to say something that will please you so that you will be singing our praises. It's not what we are here for. We are here to educate, to inform our people, to let our people know the danger on the horizon. The world have moved on. The world have moved on. Unfortunately, African continent, Biafran people, Igbos have been left behind. Even the Yorubas are playing with the minds of our people because they realize our people are still living in a stone age stupor. An idiot who haven't cleaned up himself, who never managed his wife and family, who never managed a community, who never done anything to the society where he came from, will find himself teaching you the book of the slave masters called the Bible. They will be claiming they are doing miracle for you. They will tell you the problem that is holding you down is from your father, is from your grandfather, is from your ancestors. But in far, of a Mano land, they hold firm all their traditional principles. They never go against them. All their mega pastors honors all their, traditional principles because it's their heritage. But they will tell you that our mother is killing. They will tell you that your grandfather is evil. They will tell you there is something buried in your father's compound. They will tell you there is somebody who doesn't want you to come back home, who is making you to spend your money, who doesn't want you to keep money. But when you stay in far away Yoruba land, that nothing will happen to you. The same government are using them to put fear, to create division, so that you will never go home and develop your land. You will choose to use the money that you made and develop in a foreign land, and in the process, they will still come and destroy it, saying that you are taking over their land. And you will not do anything about it. Now, it's not your ancestors that destroy your business in Lagos. It's not your ancestors that destroy your business in Abuja. It's not your ancestors that destroy your business in Goja, in Ladepo. But your ancestors back home have never destroyed your business when you have one. They never burn your market. They never damage, they never see you as not their children or their descendants. But those who told you, discouraged you to come back home, who created insecurity, we told you that these people, when it comes to this foreign religion, there are two people that are controlling it. The foreign criminals that introduced this to our people and the government. I always use the case study of where I reside and in England here to give example to our people. English people have come out of religion that they introduced to you. They have come out of Jesus. They have come out of everything here. And I can tell you, since the last time they came out, this country has thrived in development, in security, high-speed internet, road network. I can tell you, I have seen more than 5,000 overhead bridges built in this country in the last 15 years. The place that is bush has been developed with a powerful road network, high-speed internet, pipe-borne water, sewage system, good healthcare system. They did not go and pray. They didn't tell their people to go to church and pray for miracle. For somebody who is filthy and dirty, who never managed his family to lay hands on your head, claiming that they are giving you blessing. When you have a child here, they started from that moment you give birth to them, start having a child benefit. They start paying the child. The same person who is preaching to you will ask you to bring tithe and offering from your own child that the government is paying to sustain them, to protect them when they grow up. To tell you how wicked they are, some of these pastors, some of these Reverend fathers come here, they see how life is here. When we talk, they say that we are blaspheming. They say that you are an antichrist. And I ask you, go and Google the meaning of Christ. Who you call Christ. Go and Google the meaning of it. I live in Greece. I speak Greek language. The Christ you know is a Greek language. You don't know anything. Some of you just make a blind argument. You come, you type, you write rubbish without doing a research. Before we come out here to say anything, I go back, I make proper research. So I don't make fool of myself or disgrace myself before the world. Because this internet we're here talking is a global village. What it says here stays here even after you have gone. Our people need to wake up. Our people need to understand what is going on. Nobody pays us in whatever we are doing in our commitment to educate our people to actually, create awareness. It's a challenging thing. It's a mental tough, engagement. Look at what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going through today. Of course, I must wish him a happy birthday. But how can you a happy birthday where he's been illegally detained? How is he going to, look at it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a prisoner of conscience. For those who might be coming across this video, I want to explain who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is before I continue in what I'm going to say this afternoon. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, who started the movement of the indigenous people of Biafra. Of course, he is not the first person that started the Biafra, republic. Biafra had been existed for over 5,000 years. We have Ikemba Ojukwu, who resurrected the Biafra state or republic, if you like, and he was attacked by the power that be, and Biafra was pushed to background again because Biafra didn't die. Biafra was somewhere here in Europe, waxing strong, still waiting for the children to come back and said, Mommy, motherland, here we come. Even as I'm saying this, I feel like getting emotional. What I witnessed in Catalan, in Spain, Barcelona, Spain, is something that, will live in my memory for eternity. Where Biafra was staying, hoping, calling for the children to come and take me back home. And Ohanes and Dibo they are disgracing themselves. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, of course, Owazirike came, started with Masop. He didn't go too far. And our motherland, Biafra, was disappointed again in faraway Spain. Waiting. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu arrived unannounced. Remember the name in a proper way. The indigenous people of Biafra, the IPOB are talking about today. Indigenous people. Then the motherland become very excited and went into spiritual war with the enemy. And this is where we have been until this very time. And the enemy ganged up again to exactly did what they did 1908, 1907, 1916, and then 1914, the amalgamation. These people wickedly destroyed the motherland, Biafra land. And the worst part of what this, British did, the worst thing they did, they took the name of Biafra land, they took the name of Biafra out from the world map. It's the worst crime, a criminal offense against humanity, to take people's identity. That is what they are running away from. To remove, to erase people's identity from the world map. It's a serious crime that this stigma we will continue to, that's why we are not going to back down. We will continue to expose Britain in their evil crime against humanity. They want to talk about, human rights. They want to talk about democracy. Hypocrites talking about democracy. British. They killed 7.2 million Biafrans. 5 million internal, 5.5 million facing starvation by death. 5 million. After they killed 7.2. And then internal refugee without going anywhere. 9 million. World War I, World War II did not experience what we experienced in Biafra land. I will even say that Biafra land is the World War III, because the whole world ganged up against Biafra. In the process, we lost 7.2 million with the record we had here. 9 million internal refugees. A lot of Biafran youths, Biafran children were airlifted to Sao Tome. A lot of places. The so-called planted Igbo Ohanes and the Igbo Union and the Aki Kenga and the so-called useless World Igbo Congress, old fools, never ever go and trace the lineage of Igbo Biafran children airlifted to another country and abandoned there. Till this very moment we are speaking. We have our people in Haiti, in Jamaica, Sao Tome, Cape Verde. This is where they airlifted Igbo people, children, and dumped them there. And I went to Spain. They said anytime we are ready, they're going to take us to our relatives. It's heart-aching, breaking situation, what I experienced. I don't want to come here to say much what we discussed. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the one that made this happen, the leader of IPOB, which British ganged up in the name of Nigerian hand because they stay in the background. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a British citizen, for your information. A British citizen. British ganged up, went to Kenya, used Kenya as their former colony, and Nigeria kidnapped a British citizen, extraordinarily rendition him to Nigeria. Nigerian Court of Competent Courts look into the matter. They charge him to court with bogus, rubbish. Allegations of allegations. Bogus allegations. They charge him to court. Nigerian Court of Competent, in their wisdom somehow, they look into it. They said even though that Nigeria is corrupt, the judicial system is corrupt, everything is corrupt, government corrupt, but at least in this one, this is an obvious case. We cannot, said Nnamdi Kanu is guilty when the people who committed the crime, who went to his house 2017, invaded his family compound in an attempt to assassinate him when he has upcoming court case. In the process, they killed over 28 able young men. The reason why we are touching this now, because they still, let me not jump. They came up with this bogus, allegations after the extraordinary rendition Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The Competent Court of Nigeria made a look into the case, after files, lies after lies. They said, despite that we are corrupt as a country, as a contraption, we are not going to look at this evidence before us and still lie to the world. They said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not guilty of all the allegations. After all the investigations, after all they have checked and realized that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, his house, his father's compound was invaded 2017 September, and 28 people were murdered. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, father and mother, died in the process. They said, in all these things, all this presentation, Nigerian government and Nigerian secret agent, that Nnamdi Kanu, despite that British are the one that are pushing you to do this, Nnamdi Kanu is not guilty. We find him guiltless, that he should be allowed and never to be brought to court for any kind or to be entertained by any court of jurisdiction over this case again. They discharged and acquitted this man, and Nigerian government and British hell-bent not to adhere to the court order. And they are talking about democracy. They are talking about human rights. When British, who is in truncating and going everywhere talking about human rights and how civilized they are, sees a court discharged and acquitted a British citizen because he's a black guy. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is talking about the injustice against his own people and against his own race. That British killed over 7.2 million, just about 55 or 56 years ago. We are not talking about 100 years ago, just 50 something years ago. How old am I? How old am I we are talking about? That Biafrans were murdered in a cold blood. All aided and abetted by the British. Today, British have come back, kidnapped their own citizens, betrayed all their so-called superpower and everything they claim to be. When the court, even if British don't want to look at anything, with their arrogance, at least, now that the court have weighed in, the court you created, British, you are the one that created the court in Nigeria. When you colonize them, you are the one that formed the court, that they should have courts to look into people's matter. And because the court did not sanction to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because the court did not say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should go to life imprisonment, British now decided to disobey the court order that the court said Nnamdi Kanu should be freed. In the last 8 years of Muhammad Buhari administration, we have lost over 5,000 Biafran able youth. God knows how many thousands, over 1,000 houses have been destroyed and burnt down. And British are watching all these things. It was a couple of years ago, British share company launched what they called I'm Sorry campaign. How many of you that remembers that? I'm Sorry campaign. I'm talking about the injustice that our Igbo youth now are going about, talking about justice of Muad. That's what I'm talking about, in case if you don't know what I'm talking about. In case if you're joining in and you're wondering, what is this guy talking about? The injustice meted against us, that nobody has come out and stand and call for the injustice of Biafran people and the Igbo people. When it happens to Igbo people, nobody wants to get involved. Nobody wants to be, engage the world. Nobody wants to represent us. Nobody wants to stand on the injustice against our people. They came up with what they called I'm Sorry campaign over the oil spillage across Biafra land. But they're talking about climate change. And I'm asking the British, where is Igbo land? Is Igbo land not in this world? Is Biafra land not in this world? Is the climate you're talking about has nothing to do with Biafran people or Igbo race? Why are you talking about climate change when you're busy? Oil company you have in our land are busy polluting our ecosystem, putting a very toxic chemical into our waterways and destroying the only source of our livelihood. Our fish business industry have collapsed. Our people are suffering from different kinds of diseases, kidney failure, brain tumor, cancer, and everything you can call of. Because of our only way of survival, only way of water supply has been destroyed. Our lakes and rivers have been polluted with oil spillage. They said they're going to clean it. They used Osibanjo. They went on the coastal region to convince our people not to support what we are doing. That they're going to clean the oil spillage for 30 years. Osibanjo hoodwinked our people. Some of our people in the coastal region abandoned the Biafra pursuit because they think that the Nigeria will love them. Even when Jonathan was disgraced out of office in the worst kind of it, Jonathan won on a landslide. Barack Obama and David Cameron announced that Buhari had won the election when almost four big states in Nigeria has not been counted for in the vote. Four states has not been counted for. Barack Obama and David Cameron, they announced that Buhari have won the election. Injustice against Igbo that nobody is talking about. And Jonathan was forcefully removed out of office. Jonathan came the other day and confessed how Barack Obama meddled into the Nigerian election that removed him from the office. The injustice we are talking about. Buhari was brought in because of the oil pipeline they are laying from Biafra land to Morocco, to Niger Republic, to Morocco, and to Spain. That from there they will connect it to the whole, unrestricted pipeline to across Europe. When we do not have water, when we do not have petrol, when we do not have gas, when we do not have kerosene, and they will use the one that they are getting from our land instead of using it to supply electricity for us, they will use it to pollute even our own local rivers. Our people will drink it. They will have kidney failure. They will have this thing. What do they? Matthias says I could help that. What do they call it? I always keep forgetting the name of that. Our women are helpless. They turn our women into a punching bag and smack down WWE in the churches across Nigeria. Fibroid, my brother. Thank you very much, Karagod, Wada Karagod. Thank you very much. Fibroid. Something that all these years before I left Europe, fibroid was very, very, you don't see it that much. All of a sudden, it has become the norm. What have decimated our women till today? And there is no hospital to cure them. According to the information and the researches we had from our brother Matthias Ezek, have cured over 5,000 to 6,000 women with fibroid across Igbo land, including even Yoruba people that he has helped as well. And nobody is supporting him. Even they have geared up with this foreign religion to assassinate him, because he's informing and educating our people where the problem lies. How many of these things can we talk about? They brought Buhari to the office forcefully. Buhari died before everyone's eyes. Buhari died. The Nigerian private presidential jet was left in Britain for over 104 days. By the Nigerian constitution and laws, they said once a president is out of a country for more than 90 days, automatically your office is nullified. But Buhari stayed over 104 days. Presidential jet of Nigeria packed in UK. Everybody were looking at it. News were carrying it all over the place. British kept quiet, covered everything up, making masks that will resemble Buhari to govern, so that the illegal oil pipeline they are laying from our land will continue. Because they know that it's only Buhari who administration will achieve that. The injustice. They made a fake Buhari. Use it to run the country for 6 good years. The guy from Niger came and run the country of nearly 300 million people. Nobody lifted up a finger. Nobody said anything. In order to annihilate Igbo people. In order to disenfranchise Igbo man. Nigeria, with 300 million people, are bleeding from their nose now. What are we not talking about? The same process, the same injustice. P2B came here. They use P2B. I keep saying this. If you like, you believe it. If you don't like. Despite that, it is, I told them, in any way you choose to engage to attack IPOB, you're going to lose. It's going to be a win. In the end, IPOB will always win. In any way. If you like, go and kill us another. I think our Biafran population now is closely, 80 to 100 million, including the ones outside. Go and kill us another 70 million now. In the end, you will be exposed. They use P2B to scuttle Biafran registration process. There's no other way. It's our brother. It's up to us to all one every and I am at the game of the Biako. Because he had to repeat to be okay, cool the temper. And the temper is cooling off. Nigerians are forgetting. Jagaban is there. Somebody without a certificate. Somebody who did not win an election, he has a criminal record. British overlooked it. Buhari has a criminal record. British overlooked it and brought him. And every time that we have been talking about fraud, the same British in front of Buhari said that Nigeria is fantastically corrupt. Britain, in an attempt to suppress Biafran people, British is messing herself all over the place. They brought, they said they want to bring Igbo land development. They brought this small boy they called, what's his name? What's this British High Commissioner name? This is after the Ashawo girl who pees on who urinate on the head of Igbo or Hanes and Igbo. The woman came and urinate on their head, messed them up, destroy their children, get them to call their children terrorists. Where in this country, in Europe here, you dare not mess with the youth. But Catherine Allen came and messed with the youth, get you to use your mouth, because that is how they operate. They get you to use your mouth to proscribe your own children. When the Fulanis, when the Northerners were busy saying that the Fulani terrorist that is at number 4th world most deadly terrorist in the world, terrorist index. The Fulanis, their elders, said no. Gumi was all over the place, taking even picture with the terrorists in their den. Also taking picture with Catherine Allen, British High Commissioner. Gumi was brought in the Nigerian government houses all over the place, defending the Fulanis, terrorists that killed 300 people in a community in one single day, one single night. 300 people were murdered by Fulani terrorists. Did we not see the coffins? Are we talking about INMA propaganda? Did we not see trailer? Trailer was used to carry, coffins of dead bodies killed by the Fulanis. The whole entire community eradicated. Because there was a natural resources discovered in that community that they don't want Nigerians to know. They have to eradicate, use the Fulanis, the terrorists, they them west armed to go and clear the bush for them. They always use a black man to conquer blacks, isn't it? But you cannot try such nonsense here. You cannot try it. They use religion to tell you to forget. Forget, let's forget it. Let's forget, I slap all about this side. Another one. These things are earthly things. Forget about it. They are earthly things. They are earthly things. We have a place built by the good. But help people reach your office be here. Age is meant, But I get you good. I promise you that one that will not see. Igi na anong ge chowe eligwe na acho eligwe time ana ge na eme old na time ana ge mufuo time generation ge zuzu gafe. Children again they build up a brain wash why they are here building a railway here, building underground tunnels that will last for not less than 200 years. But how about Jesus is coming soon. You keep looking upon Jesus. And they drill your oil, they lay pipeline that will supply, look at the project of since 1973, the plan what lay oil pipeline from Biafra land to Europe since 1973. But all of you, see my Jesus and that time I beat you. Some of you came by 1973. How many of those people can do it today? Hey, Mechala, this thing pass area their own children. Children have continue on the same project. This is what we're saying. After killing us 7.2 million, they also passed the project to their children. As a high commissioner, a whole of Hanes and Igbo, some of them, their age is almost 70 to 75 years. They stood up and take a picture that a small boy that I'm older than. After parents here, they're on a line. Take Yang as a slave. Rape our people. Go and look at the history, what the British did during the slave masters. Look at what they did to Ugwacha. When King Jaja of Opopo resisted them, they took him. They poisoned King Jaja of Opopo. History is there, injustice everywhere on our people. How many did they hear they did to Yoruba people? Today, I don't even know, I'm just all over the place. Akoko Karirakari. Akoko Karirakari. It's like you can't even keep track of any of them. You want to talk this one, another one about you. Today, look at Igbo youth. Let me not go too far. Look at Igbo youth. Enugu State, Imo State, Abia State, according to how they fragmented us. According to how they fragmented us. Imo State, the same people, Enugu State, Abia State, Igbo, they are all protesting. All of a sudden, our people find strength to protest over a small boy killed by the Yorubas themselves. Ndị ofe mmanụ gburu ji aka ha gbuo. God. Onye mere anyị this thing? It's so heart-aching. Ndị ofe mmanụ lere aka ha, jiri aka ha lere young boy pigbuo ye. Ọwụ ha n'Igbo man gburu ye. A young vibrant boy out of probably her meetup. Ọ ka kpọ nwa ọhụrụ, nwa obere nwa, small boy. Over greed and jealousy. No patrego. Out of the talent. Nigeria did not provide opportunity for this child boy. Out of his own making. He become a singer and be successful. How old is he? Ndo from Managan get up. People the guy. Lay before everyone's eye. Before anybody nama. Ndi ebani wundi Igbo. That our youth has been killed in a broad daylight. People have been shot in a broad daylight. In their shops, in their business places, in an open place. You remember the one the channel television covered? You remember? Was it a year and a half ago or 2 years ago? Channel television positioned their cameras, watching their security men attacking our people in the marketplace, said that they are chasing terrorists. How can a television, a national television, position their cameras in strategic places, watching their security personnel, Nigerian security personnel, squat down in a marketplace? They were shooting sporadically without minding children. Children! We are talking about children in the market. We are talking about youth in the market. And they were being attacked by the fellow countrymen that meant to protect them. Nobody protested against it. Igbo people, the youth, Anambra State, everybody kept quiet. Everybody were comfortable. They were calling IPOB. Everybody is there when they demonize and tag IPOB who are using flag, ordinary flag, going around, creating awareness. Nigerian army and police squad down and shot at them, killed them in their numbers. One said, please, go and get me Biafra. That is his last word before he died, before he gave up. I didn't see our people going out on the streets to protest against injustice. Those who believe in Nigeria. Now, what I want to tell you. Imagine no Igbo musician like this. The way Nigerian media would have presented Igbo race in the public today. The way they would have been thinking, reading about Igbo people. And the way they, even already na haga hata here on IPOB and the Biafran movement. No Igbo this thing. In the music industry, the way Nigerian media would have been reading about our history today before the world, the way the BBC will, and the British megaphone will be talking about our people, the way they will be demonizing us. Now, and no evil. But look at how the Yorubas are making it. The medias are soft pedaling it. Now they get some of our disgruntled Igbo elements, youth that never see injustice meted against them, going about protesting injustice over this boy. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been meted with every sort of injustice known to man, even the one unknown. 2 years in prison, detention, when courts have discharged and acquitted this man. 2 years, nearly 2 years. They invaded Mazi Nnamdi Kanu house. They killed 28 youths. And that on Python dance, over 700 youths were murdered across Biafra land by the Nigerian military. Nobody said anything. No news carried it. BBC did not read about it. Nobody read it. In the process, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu parents died because of this. Nobody have ever called for the injustice. Nigerian people have never called for the injustice. Some of the Igbo politicians never called for this injustice. Some of our, undergraduates who are doing this nonsense here, today. They have increased their school fees. These useless boys who are protesting now, all these undergraduates, they have increased their school fees. And when electricity in their school premises, there's no pipe-borne water there. There's no road there. There's no clean environment in that place. Biafra, this Biafra, so that we get this Biafra and beautify our school the way we see schools are being built here. I will go out now in a few minutes. I will make a video of a school. That school that I videoed last year. I will make a small video on it. You will see where the school is now. You will be shocked. I will make a small video of maybe 2 or 3 minutes. You will see school they built in 6 months to here. How the premises, entire background. To see what we are talking about. Government who put children and youth as their first priority. First priority. And that's why you do not touch children here. You don't touch youth here. Talk less of shooting their mother in the presence. Talk less of military, going in the market, going to people's house, burning it down. None of you have ever stood up and said and called for the burning of houses of our fathers. That the government, you tell me one person have benefited, except these criminal politicians appointed by the slave masters. Tell me any of you from primary school to secondary school to undergraduate, some of you are now. Tell me any of you that have benefited one thing from the Nigerian government. Despite the whole mass natural resources they are stealing from our land. Tell me one person. Tell me. Just point to one person. All of you never come out and protest and support the injustice being meted against our people. Nnamdi Kanu is there. Nnamdi Kanu has a better life for here. Everybody, or some of this useless. I told some of you, agent. Now, as a content creators here, who spend the time when they use that to now watch. You will never watch us. You will never come to our page and listen or to share what we are talking about. You people will never do it. But you will go to India and Buga. You will watch them and comment and laugh at your stupidity, at your own predicament, laughing at your own downfall. You'll be going there watching them, giving them money in the so-called useless content creators. So many times we have called them here on the content creators. Use your platform, at least talk about the injustice about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, about the Biafran people. It's not an offense. You have 4 million followers. You never mention the injustice against our people. You may never mention that we don't have road, we don't have electricity, we don't have pipe-borne water, we don't have industry, we don't have all this. Nothing. You said it's my page. It's my page. I do what I want with it. But you are using it to talk about Yoruba among themselves. And Gabriel the guy overnight. blood all over the gasket. Now they are looking for injustice. The Yoruba politicians now are getting involved to look for the injustice over their own child, one single person. But Biafran youth, Igbo youth, go in a mass. G-Truck, police healers, GFI led the body of Biafran youth, Blue Hand Igbo youth, Naga, to go and dump in a mass grave. None of you ever stand up. Upon the high view being on international stage, create awareness. None of you ever support us. Yeah, I'm attack IPOB, attack demonize the US, demonize the IPOB leadership, call them names, mentally weigh them down, call them, say that they are sellers, say that they show that they get you to be attacking your own. But now they have gotten you to go and talk about injustice. No one you that boy. Ndi one on their industry, their music industry, where they connive and kill him. Imagine no one Igbo musician, Igbo musician, the way Nigerian media would have been presenting it today. You and I won't be here talking. I want you all to you will be saying our people. But you are going to protesting. Some of you will get injured. Some of you will be hurt for coming out to protest. One of a man. Dig out there, zoom the body to do an autopsy to know the cause of death. While our own children are crying for justice all over the place in their graves. That's why I'm saying, Chukwu Abiyama give us strength. Chukwu Abiyama give us strength. They employed the idiot in Finland. I heard the news here. The news. You see, on your report here, in the Nigerian media, that now Igbo Ohaneze is sending emissary to Finland to go and dialogue with Ekperima. Why are they? But Ekperima keep killing them because they are the one that formed Ekperima. They are the one that created Ekperima. Now, according to them, they are sending a dial to go and meet Ekperima to negotiate with him for killing them. And that's Ekperima keep killing them. They Ekperima go carry her now. Why are they? But these people never talk about Nnamdi, Biafran people. They never send the dialogue to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not killing them now. Is IPOB killing them? Is IPOB killing them? Of course, what's the need of sending dialogue to IPOB? They proscribe IPOB who are fighting to protect them. But now they want to send Ekperima, Emis, the Ohaneze Ndigbo, the same Ohaneze Ndigbo that formed Ekperima, that gave him the platform. He was one of their, president of Ohaneze in those days. In Finland, isn't it? Today, the chicken have come home to roast. The same somebody who is a representative as Hanese in Finland. They armed him, he started killing them. Now they are sending emissary to him. You see how this world is. You see how this world is. This is what we are talking about. Our people are lame. Our people should actually understand the world around them. We keep devoting our time and everything to inform our people. Nobody's reading the news about our people. Nobody's reading the news. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to court case. The court have discharged and acquitted him, but they are still bringing him to court. Instead of discharging and acquitting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No Igbo people are protesting. These content creators all over the place on social media. All of them. All of them. All girls say to her, say obedient. Obedience is a movement. No have to hype you do no me. Kain gaga metahana. Na emecha ke nweta Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Emechazie Peter Obi banye. Peter Obi banye after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Somebody the court have discharged and acquitted. They are now making you to believe na Peter Obi banye. So because they want to use P2B to drag you out to legitimize the fraudulent election, they have already rigged, named the person who will be the president since 2015. Do you see it? They have already mentioned, but they want you to come out. They brought P2B. While they say P2B by no bag happen Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. While then themselves are galaga kofta one nehungo wibo. They were by the side. Well ahead of the time. They fool all of you. None of you protested. None of you we are talking about injustice. None of you are just sitting down waiting that we should wait when P2B banyere. But Mobile, this boy on now. Who nature can defend the often man put out with a proper autopsy what happened? And the one he don't want to do with you, or go on Igbo song, or Igbo, or Biafra, or support on Biafra. He never used his platform or sing a song that has to do with the injustice of Igbo or Biafran people. But you think Yoruba decided to get people by their own people. Now they are taking action. The Yorubas are behaving like there are different countries in Nigeria. That is how they act. Something happened, they will unanimously come together and solve the problem within themselves. But in the Igbo, Nandi Igbo no south, no south, east. No, and now photo Ariunu. When they come to their own, they become one. They come together to seek for justice, to fight on a front line. They have a common front. They use Osibanjo to monitor what was going on in Asrock. And the Osibanjo have the comprehensive history. Asrock. Who is Buhari? No one can check there. You hear the KJ the British, KJ when the Fulani. So no mepam, one work on my hammer there. I am the media as well. Mauru no ne one nine work on Shala. That's na upon we help you naga henyaka buwa the zoo into two. The British also compose bozu. Fulani also compose bozu. Let fit to do what here. Use what you say now. Your job is to go and make sure that you calm the morals and the spirit of your people down until everything fizzles out. Mention Nnamdi Kanu. Freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He accepted. A fool because he had to read the create a heavy internal war between Igbo land. They started it already with Okebeke in Imo State. They created insecurity, isn't it? In Imo State. They were killing our people. Using calling it IPOB. Using the 2023 election. They assassinated Didora Kakunyere. Go for nothing. Let it a doctor. Munye sacrifice for one Nigeria. Babu in a broad daylight. In the streets of Anambra State, nobody called for the injustice. Did that man not need justice? Anamajunu Igbo, so-called Igbo youth and the so-called undergraduates that are protesting for a small boy that we have not benefited anything. None of you have benefited anything from that boy. Mbomege his palliative na alofemano. Onyere ndi Igbo wetara ya na Igbo. O wetara palliative o kere before ya anwụ, before ha gaga gbuo ye, pigbuo the guy. That palliative o kere ndi ofemano ndi obodo ha. O wetara ya na Igbo nwere ka iketara. Iji buru ye n'isi. May protest, they disturb our people. In the Gagaya and Deba and also, see the protest, injustice for one Yoruba, in the Yoruba Jakahabu. Naju no one Igbo politician, Igbo singer, Buroni Bibie. How would Nigeria be reading about this news about Igbo races today in the Nigerian media field? Unamagain. A man Chineke Nnamdi Kanu will this body now will be like this. I don't know. Sometimes I sit down, I think it's like I want to go mad. Will a church they divide all of them? Go to church. It's last Sunday, let him in a church. In the ban. Abraham no unseen God who will provide help. Unseen God they didn't see it. I want to tell you, if your Jesus say na akpo, in a claim his power. All Nobia as a black man, all of you morons, all of you fools will never believe it. All to tell you how hopeless and how ignorant they here. Oh, here can everything. If Jesus will be as a black man, as an African, fools like you will never believe. You will never recognize him. Because who now nobody talk about all those nonsense here again. You cannot talk about Jesus in their school here. You can't. You can't even preach it here anymore. Population of the church grew more than 200 here. About to the church. I saw one allegation. You can't do how to do more operation now. That's how they do it now. I may go here several times. Church grew more than 200 here. And the here about who get now when the shoji can as someone. But church will grow up to 200 here within your channel. Grow that no about to the churches. I saw one allegation. I got the name where the building. See Anapuni. By the time we need group again, church Abasal. The matter cooking. What became my teaching me in a very subtle manner that you will not know how to make. Because how talk about that nonsense? How get through the same nonsense I get through today? But they were able to reconnect. The people who fought for this country to be what they are today are people who live in America. This is the same America where people no betray any sabotage any like America. Now form useless what do you call it? Let me block this out. So why don't you go there and remain with him? Where the hell is the blocking button? Yeah, go there and go and bless your useless equilibrium. You see, that's what we are talking about. And I want our people to wake up. I want to put in a call number, a phone number here if you want to call. I have too many things I want to say, but you know, they keep coming. They keep coming all over the place that I don't even. Let me just get you the number here. I need to put the number is there already. If you want to call in, please just call in. If you want to call in, at least I have a few minutes here. If you want to call in, I have another 30 minutes at least. If you want to call in, where is the number? Just want to get the number and pin it. Just want to get the number. Just bear with me for 1 second, please. I don't know even know where I have it. I don't know. Very sad. Very sad indeed. Very, very sad. Very, very sad. I'm going to show you something now. Just 1 second, please. That's going to be number one and we'll feature one hand. Okay. Just 1 second. I want to get something for you so that I will continue my preaching. But in the while waiting, please call in if you wish to call. If you want to contribute to what I'm saying, please do call. Do call. Very important, please. Very, very important. Do call. Do call if you wanna contribute in what I'm saying. Please do call. It's very, very important. Please do call. Do call. I'm going to pin the number there now so that you will get it directly. If it's difficult for you to pick it up, I'm going to get you the number so that I'm going to pin the number. So if you want to call in, really, very important. Okay. Just 1 second, please. Just trying to get this thing. I don't know why it's playing me now. You know, sometimes when you want to do this thing, they will start playing you. So, they'll start playing. It will start playing you. Just, you know, trying to get the number. So I have the number now. Just call me. Or WhatsApp me if you like. Or even okay. Okay, I have it now. So if you want to contribute to what I'm saying, just call me. Okay. Now let me just show you. Let me just get this information here. The injustice is what I'm talking about. Injustice against our people, and our people are ignorant of it and looking for injustice against other race. Let me just get this. Let me just get this. It's very important that I get it. Okay. Let me just get this. Where is it? I need to get it. Bear with me, please. Thought that I have it here. Did I not? Now, you know that Mazi Nnamdi case is coming up. You know. But this is what they did. This is what they did. I just have it here. Our people are talking about, they are using Onwa Yoruba to distract some of you, our youth. They want to use it to distract all of you because how man current in. Look at it here. Look at it. All channels television. Why they are distracting you with one Hemoko? Here, look at it. Somebody is calling. Let me just bring this person in. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from, please. Tell us your name. And 3 minutes, please. 3 minutes.
Good morning from here.
Good morning, please. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, my name is Mazi They work for your time and educative program.
Yes.
What I really want to contribute is that all you are saying is a big fact, and I did a Mazi Nnamdi Kanu through this journey has brought a dimension of knowledge and help us to begin to reason. Now you talked about Mohbad death. Our people, they will fight for injustice that belongs to another person, but when it comes to their own, you see all of them put their tails between their laps and run inside bush like a dog that gets an egg. Mazi, do you remember when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was discharged and acquitted? I believe in the next few weeks rather, make it 1 year, Nigeria will be detaining our leader illegally. That was when the campaign of P2B started, and it was very, very hot. That very day Mazi was discharged and acquitted was the same day Nigeria government called justice against our leader to continue. But today, P2B lost the election in the polling unit, and they were waiting for the same judiciary system to get justice also. And finally, the same injustice were meted upon them. When this happened, a lot of them came on the social media, begin to burn. That's the same thing that happened to our people. Even P2B himself now making statements that it's not only about prayer, but P2B was busy moving from one cathedral to another to Ghana because of PVC. So P2B looked back now, he could not see any of them again command their congregation to march on this statement. The same thing now is happening to our people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still illegally detained. In the next 2 weeks night, we make it 1 year court discharged and acquitted our leader. Our people are not even talking about that. they are concentrating on the mobile. They are busy talking about Mobad, that does not concern our. Even the Yoruba, they are trying to, fight for justice for them, are also telling Igbo that they want to hide under Mobad death to attack Lagos again. Yet, our people are not seeing all these things, Mazi. Most of the times when I look at the way our people reason, I realize that IPOB has done a great job to expose the nature of our people, to expose their way of behavior. They are snatching people bags and money now in OP work. I heard a voice, somebody was making a voice, they are using knife to machete people, that people should not come back home. Is this not good enough for our people to rise up and protest? But our people are concentrating on Mobad that does not concern our people at all. And Mazi is very, very painful. It's very, very painful. Yesterday we saw Nigeria Supreme Court, part of the department.
I was gonna read out to that because of I had it here. That's what I was going to say before you call in. That is what I was going to say.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. Somebody was calling in. Please call back, please. Yes. Okay, I have to block this guy. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from, please, and be very, very brief, please.
Hello.
Yes, Mazi.
Yeah, Mazi, but good afternoon from here, my brother.
Good afternoon.
Hello, Mazi. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, go ahead, please. Go ahead. Speak on louder, please, because your voice is very low. I don't know why.
Okay, Mazi. No, even the program, sometimes used to. It's like they are trying to attack their.
Yes, they are attacking it. I see it. I see it. I saw it, Mazi. They are attacking the program.
I was discussing with a brother. He's a Igbo guy. He's a brother, and he was telling me about the way they keep. Mazi, it can't tire me. I said, the first question I asked him, I know the injustice in Nigeria is unbelievable, and anything can happen in that. And it doesn't matter who you kill in Nigeria. If you don't know who know man or who know man, the thing will just die like it will like I think we don't have anybody. But I was asking him, do you think if this is an Igbo man, it's not very today? Inside the prison, who is protesting for them? Are they not the so-called idiotic in Nigeria? How many of the Yorubas has come out to protest against the killing of Ndibo? How many of them have come out to protest against the Yobogi, all the markets that have been burning, killing our people? How many of them have protested? So all these preach to mass and they kind of have preached to our people for years. What they are preaching, all the media warrior, any none are going to buy a little mic and we will be dying. Nobody will protest for us, but because of Mukando night. Can you hear me? We know that injustice in Nigeria is unbelievable. But you don't mind, I can't understand why our people are behaving like this before God and man. How many of our people even have time to even which man in that are suffering in greater danger? Over 1
Mazi. No, thank you very much. No, that's our own man there, Mazi from Austria. A lot of calls are coming in. Honestly, the phone is really going off the hook. Please, once you see someone talking, please give him time to finish. Then call in. Please call back again, whoever that is calling. Some of you were calling during the time our brother was talking. Please call back in. And of course, they have called, of course, as I expected. Please call tell us your name and where you're calling from, please. Yes.
Hello, Mazi Oba.
Ndewo, Mazi.
Ndewo, afternoon. I'm from Cork, County Cork, Ireland.
Oh, you're calling from local here, from Ireland. Okay, thank you very much. And please, yes. Briefly, and so that other people can call in. A lot of people are calling in, please. Yeah.
Okay, this is my first time to call on your program.
Anyway, okay, please raise your voice. Raise your voice a little bit for me, please, if you can.
Yes, but okay, let me just make it now. But just give me like 3 to 5.
No problem. Just raise your voice.